The giant river prawn, Macrobrachium rosenbergi, is one of the largest freshwater prawns in the Palaemonidae family. It is commonly known as the giant river prawn. The giant river prawn has a long, hard shell and is usually green or brown in color. Its most distinctive feature is its large pair of claws, especially in males, which are used for protection and hunting. The claws of males are usually long and bright blue, while females have smaller, paler claws. Life cycle. Crayfish breed mainly during the rainy season. Reproduction occurs in salt water, where the eggs are fertilized and hatch into larvae. After developing through several stages, the larvae migrate to freshwater to mature. Crayfish have a lifespan of 2 to 4 years depending on living conditions. Crayfish are widely distributed in Asia, mainly in large rivers such as the Mekong, the Ganges, and river systems in India, Bangladesh, and Thailand. They are commonly found in freshwater such as rivers, lakes, and swamps, but can also live in brackish water, where fresh water mixes with salt water. Habitat. Crayfish prefer water with gentle currents and lots of underwater vegetation, providing a rich food source such as algae, insects, and other small organisms. Crayfish are one of the most important shrimp species in the aquaculture industry in many countries. Contributing greatly to the income of people and the local economy. Crayfish are popular in cuisine because of their sweet taste, firm meat, and high nutritional content. They are the main ingredient in many traditional and modern dishes, from steamed and grilled dishes to hot pots and salads. Cage traps are a simple but effective fishing tool. They are usually made from an iron or stainless steel frame, covered with plastic or metal mesh to create a closed space but still allow water circulation. The trap has one or more funnel-shaped entrances, allowing crayfish to enter, but making it difficult for them to escape. Cage traps work based on the natural behavior of crayfish as they move around in search of food. Bait is placed in the cage to attract crayfish, but due to the design of the entrance, the crayfish cannot find a way out and are trapped in the cage. To be effective, it is necessary to choose locations where crayfish live. Usually still waters with lots of grass or underwater vegetation. Areas near river mouths, swamps, or small tributaries are ideal time to set the trap. The best time to catch crayfish is usually at night or early morning, when crayfish are most active. The time to leave the trap underwater is usually 4 to 6 hours, after which the trap needs to be checked and harvested. Bait used in cage traps is usually foods that crayfish like, such as small fish, animal debris, or even processed foods. The bait should be placed in the center of the cage to attract the shrimp deep into the cage. Cage traps can catch a large number of crayfish in one catch, especially when placed in suitable locations. Cage traps are easy to make, have a long life and do not require much technology or complicated equipment. Environmentally friendly, this method causes little damage to the aquatic ecosystem and does not affect other aquatic species. It takes time to check the trap regularly and harvest the shrimp, so it cannot be applied to large-scale fishing activities without much manpower. Efficiency depends on natural conditions, weather conditions, water food safety and convenient transportation. Vietnam, Thailand, and India are the leading countries in the production and export of crayfish. Crayfish are exported to many countries around the world, especially European countries, the US, and Japan, where there is a high demand for quality seafood. The demand for crayfish is increasing, especially in high-income markets. Crayfish products such as frozen shrimp, processed shrimp, and crayfish dishes are becoming more and more popular in the international market. Crayfish prices fluctuate according to season, size, and quality. Larger and fresh crayfish are often more expensive, especially in restaurants and high-end markets. Factors affecting prices, season, climate conditions, production costs, and market demand are the main factors affecting crayfish prices. Maintaining product quality and ensuring a stable supply are important factors in maintaining prices. Weather fluctuations, environmental pollution, and overexploitation can affect the supply of crayfish, leading to fluctuations in prices and product quality. Food safety regulations and quality requirements in import markets, such as the EU and the US, can cause difficulties for producers and exporters. Market demand. The increase in demand for high-quality seafood products is a great opportunity for the crayfish industry. Developing new products and increasing access to international markets can expand the scale and increase the economic value of the industry. Source of income for people. The crayfish industry provides an important source of income for people in rural areas, where crayfish farming and fishing are traditional occupations. The crayfish industry creates many jobs, from farming, fishing, processing, to trading and exporting. This is an important factor in local economic development. Crayfish farming. Crayfish farming brings high profits to farmers, especially when applying modern farming methods, combined with environmental protection measures and good water management. Wild crayfish fishing provides a large source of income, especially in areas with rich freshwater ecosystems and little pollution. The crayfish industry helps develop sustainable economies in rural areas, contributing to improving the quality of life and reducing poverty. Technology transfer. The application of advanced farming techniques, combined with traditional knowledge, helps improve shrimp productivity and quality, while protecting the environment. Crayfish is a source of high-quality protein, essential for the development and maintenance of muscles, body functions, and the immune system. Vitamins and minerals. Crayfish are rich in vitamins such as B12, E, and D, along with minerals such as selenium, zinc, and iodine, which support overall health. Crayfish also provide omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for heart health and reduce the risk of heart disease. 5.2 Health benefits of consuming crayfish. The calcium and vitamin D content in crayfish helps strengthen bones and prevent osteoporosis. Antioxidants such as selenium and Vitamin E in crayfish help protect the body from free radicals and boost the immune system. Environment and fishing time. Reproduction. Female crayfish lay eggs after mating, and the eggs are usually carried on their abdomen for 2 to 3 weeks before hatching. The number of eggs that a female crayfish can carry can reach up to thousands, depending on the size and age of the crayfish. In saltwater environments, larvae develop and go through many stages of metamorphosis before maturing and migrating to freshwater. Factors affecting reproduction. Water temperature, salinity, and water quality are important factors affecting the reproduction process. A clean water environment with a stable temperature of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius is the ideal condition for crayfish to reproduce. Crayfish play an important role in the food chain of freshwater ecosystems. They are a food source for many species of fish and other aquatic animals. In turn, crayfish are also predators, eating algae, small insects, and organic debris, helping to balance the ecosystem. Environmental impact. The presence of crayfish can affect the structure of ecosystems, especially in the waters where they live. Overexploitation or disappearance of crayfish can cause ecological imbalances, affecting the biodiversity of the area. This is the most common type of trap, which is a long cylindrical shape, with one or two entrances. Cylindrical traps are widely used because they're easy to make and effective in capturing crayfish. Square box trap. This type of trap is in the shape of a box, with mesh on all four sides and an entrance on the top or one side. Box traps are often used in deep water and areas with a lot of vegetation. Swing trap. This type of trap has a more complex structure, with a rotating mechanism at the entrance, making it easy for crayfish to enter the trap but difficult to escape. Swing traps are often used in areas with strong currents. Trap cages are usually made from rust-proof metals such as stainless steel, aluminum or PVC plastic. The net can be made from nylon or galvanized steel wire to ensure durability and water resistance. Manufacturing process. The manufacturing process of the cage trap includes cutting the material to size, assembling the parts and attaching the net. The trap entrance should be designed with an anti-escape mechanism to ensure that the shrimp cannot escape. The cage trap should be cleaned and inspected regularly to ensure that it is not damaged. When not in use, the trap should be stored in a dry place, away from direct sunlight to avoid reducing the life of the net and other materials. Currently, sensors can be installed to monitor the operation of the trap, signaling when shrimp enter the trap or when the trap is full. This technology helps increase fishing efficiency and reduce the effort of checking the trap. Crayfish when exported or sold to the market need to be checked for freshness. Signs of fresh shrimp include bright color, hard shell, and strong reaction when touched. During the farming or storage process, There may be some chemical residues such as antibiotics or preservatives. Testing for these residues is mandatory to ensure food safety and comply with import market regulations. Packaging standards. Crayfish must be packaged according to international standards to ensure hygiene and maintain quality during transportation. The packaging must be sturdy, or greatly affect the efficiency of cage traps. Catching efficiency is higher during the breeding season of crayfish, usually in the rainy season when the shrimp move a lot and are easily trapped. Stable weather conditions, not too cold or too hot, will increase the activity of the shrimp, thereby improving the efficiency of the trap. Cage quality. Cages need to be well maintained. Not torn, to ensure that shrimp do not escape. After harvesting, crayfish need to be cleaned and processed immediately to maintain freshness. Shrimp can be washed, refrigerated or frozen for storage before transportation. Cold storage. Crayfish are usually stored in cold conditions from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius to maintain freshness, or frozen at -18 degrees Celsius if long-term storage is required. The cold storage process helps maintain product quality before reaching consumers. After processing, crayfish are usually packaged in nylon bags or sealed plastic boxes, ensuring hygiene. Crayfish exporters often cooperate with large distributors in consumer markets such as Europe, the US, and Japan. This cooperation helps ensure stable output and expand production scale. National brand. Building a national crayfish brand helps increase product value in the international market. A strong brand not only demonstrates quality but also creates trust for consumers. In addition to exporting fresh crayfish, it is necessary to develop ready-made products such as frozen crayfish, seasoned crayfish, or dishes made from crayfish. This helps reach more market segments. Building a sustainable supply chain. Ensuring a stable and sustainable supply chain, from farming, catching, processing to transportation, to meet increasing market demand. Integrated aquaculture. Combining crayfish farming with other aquatic products such as fish and crab, helps optimize farming space and take advantage of water resources. This model not only increases productivity but also helps balance the ecosystem. in the pond. Organic farming, raising crayfish using organic methods, without using chemicals and antibiotics, helps create high-quality products, meeting the needs of demanding markets such as the EU and the US. The crayfish industry contributes positively to the development of rural communities, not only creating jobs but also helping to improve infrastructure and people's lives. The development of crayfish farming and trade is one of the effective solutions to reduce poverty in many rural areas, especially in developing countries. Many governments have issued policies to support crayfish farming, such as providing preferential loans, providing quality crayfish seeds, and providing technical support to farmers. International organizations often implement projects to support the sustainable development of the crayfish industry, including improving farming conditions, protecting the environment, and ensuring livelihoods for people. Crayfish is a source of high-quality protein but low in calories, very suitable for diets and weight loss. The protein in crayfish helps maintain muscle and a feeling of fullness for a long time.